Silence is not the absence of sound. It is the absence of need. It is the absence of impulse, of reaction, of desire. In silence, there is nothing to prove, nothing to chase, nothing to hide. Only pure strength, untainted by the world around it. Part 1. The weakness of action without thought. The world moves in chaos. It is driven by impulse, by a constant need to do, to speak, to show. People act without understanding. They speak without purpose. They fight without control. This is the noise of weakness, the sound of those who cannot restrain themselves. In this world, there is a great power in restraint. The one who speaks too much gives himself away. The one who acts too quickly opens himself to danger. To act without thought is to be a puppet to your impulses, to be moved by forces beyond your control. True strength lies in the ability to stay still, to not rush, to not react, to observe before you strike. Part 2. The power of restraint. Restraint is not denial. It is not repression. It is mastery. The master does not need to act out of impulse. He does not need to fill every silence with words. He does not need to fill every moment with movement. Restraint is the art of knowing when not to act. It is the mastery of controlling your desires, of holding back, of waiting for the right moment. In the quiet of restraint, the true warrior forms. In the stillness, the mind sharpens. In the silence, the strength grows. It is not the one who shouts the loudest who commands respect. It is the one who can stand in the storm and remain unmoved. Restraint is the highest form of control, and control is the foundation of true strength. Part 3. The silence of mastery. To master yourself is to master the world. The one who can remain silent, who can control his urges, his emotions, his thoughts. That is the one who can shape the world with his will. Silence is the ultimate weapon, not just silence of the mouth, but of the mind. When the mind is silent, it is free to observe. It is free to understand. It is free to strike when the moment calls for it. You do not need to speak to be heard. You do not need to act to create change. You need only to understand. And when the time comes, you will act with perfect precision. The silent master is always prepared, always aware, always in control. Part 4. The inner strength born of quiet. There is a quiet strength that comes from being alone. Not loneliness, but solitude. In solitude, there are no distractions, there are no demands, there are no expectations. In silence, you are free, free from the world's noise, free from the world's judgments, free from the world's chaos. It is in solitude that we find our true selves. It is in solitude that we learn to listen to the voice within us, and not to the noise around us. This is where true strength is born. In the quiet, we face ourselves. In the silence, we become whole. Part 5. The master of silence is never seen, yet controls all. The master who walks in silence leaves no footprints. His actions are subtle, his presence unnoticed, and yet his influence stretches far and wide. The greatest force is the one that moves without ever being seen. The greatest power is the one that whispers yet commands armies. The greatest warrior is the one who stands still yet conquers the world. The world will not understand you. They will not see your restraint as strength. They will not see your silence as power. But in the quiet, you will know, and that is all that matters. You are the master of your own fate, not because you act with haste, but because you act with patience, not because you speak loudly, but because you know when to remain silent. In silence, strength grows. In silence, you will find your true power. I have learned to be still. I have learned to be silent. And through this silence, I have found my strength. A strength the world will never understand. And when the time comes, I will strike, and the world will never see me coming. Now you know, a truth not meant for all, but for those who can carry its weight. I do not ask for agreement or understanding, only awareness. The world will keep spinning, the masks will remain, but you have seen what lies beneath them. Return to the silence when you are ready. I will be here, beneath the rain, watching, waiting, until the next shadow reveals itself.